point,
All
you're
right, let's see
always
what
on
Piper
good
has to
behavior,
say.
aren't you?
Didn't realize I had been.
So this is you not even trying, huh? I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
I think that's probably every place that has ever existed in the history of the
Sounds
human
like
race.
it must be exhausting.
No kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Yeah, that is a terrifying risk to your
Scared, huh?
family.
Could have fooled me.
I'm pushy, not crazy. Honestly, these days I'm more scared for my sister. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to her. But I'm not the only one with something to lose. That's why people deserve to know what's out there, good or bad.
You'd really risk your family like that?
I'm not saying it's without its consequences. But in my experience, it's worth it. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it.
Oh, the Mirelurk in a latrine, that must be
One day,
terrifying. I would never go to the bathroom
our dad
ever
turns
again.
up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
What happened after that?
We made do. Sis was still pretty young at the time, and Mom was out of the picture. So we got by on the kindness of others for a while. Eventually, I saved up enough to book us both passage with a caravan, and then we moved on up to the big city. Called it home ever since.
Piper, you saved those people.
No. Those people saved themselves. Because they knew the truth. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
Poor Piper. That actually is a pretty dire childhood, huh? It must be hard for people. You never think, because, I fell asleep and I woke up and I'm in this terrible world, but these people, this is their reality. And Piper really did make a difference for those people, and she's trying to make a difference for the people in Diamond City, even though it maybe she's kind of muckraking a little bit and pointing fingers and getting people riled up about the synths, but she honestly believes the synths are a serious threat, so she's trying to give people the knowledge so that they can help themselves. That's, it's a pretty noble cause. Alright, so here we are. Okay. That looks like a bunch of coffins. These must be the three scientists who were the only three scientists to make it here. But if all three scientists were dead, who made the memorial here? We can't let Can't let any of this stuff go to waste. Oh god. If you open up the locker, the only thing that's in there are bones.
I've waited so very
That's a little brilliant and a little brutal. Alright, so it's
Who the heck are you?
I am a contagions
we got a Mrs. Handy? Mrs.
Engineer. Or
Curie.
CPR, the human scientists call me Curie. Or more properly, they called me this when they were alive. I repeat, are you Vault-Tec security?
These mole rats carry a disease. Do you know anything about it?
My poor little darlings. They were used to grow all manner of new and interesting pathogens. Then Vault citizens would be exposed to these viruses in the hopes that they would develop new antibodies. But they never got a chance to execute their plan. Clyde got out of his cage. He was smarter than the others. My sweet Clyde.
That's not,
The others and those poor
I wouldn't be patting a
scientists never stood a
super
chance.
smart mole
Clyde's been
rat
dead
on the
for
back
almost
and
2
calling it my
centuries now,
precious.
but his descendants
You crazy
have free
robot.
run of the vault. I'm rambling. Where are my manners? Are you Vault-Tec security?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes, I am.
Superb! I placed an emergency call so long ago. I was beginning to think something dreadful must have happened.
Well,
I'm pleased
I
to
mean,
report I completed my primary duties 83
something
years
dreadful
ago.
happened
Thousands of pathogens were grown in the mole rat hosts.
before you were
Then
even
a single
programmed, so...
broad-spectrum cure was developed to treat them all. Very satisfying work for many decades. Now, please tell me you are authorized to release me from the lab.
Why can't you just leave?
I require verbal or written authorization. Actually, any Vault-Tec employee, even you, could authorize
Alright
me.
then, go ahead.
You must
Leave.
be Vault-Tec,
Sure.
or you
A+.
couldn't possibly be here.
I would... yeah.
I am so authorized. You are released.
Superb. I had almost given up all hope of leaving here. I'll open the door for you.
You should have just left, Curie. Come on. Don't be lame.
Where are you going? Do you intend to just leave me
I'm gonna take some of these bones. No. It's pretty morbid just to have lockers full of bones sitting right there. Alright, Curie, you're free. You're free, leave.
Since you are a Vault-Tec representative, I entrust you with the broad-spectrum cure and develop. If you have an equivalent to my digital bureaucratic oath, please use it quickly to prevent any other suffering.
Okay, I could do that.
Be advised, there is only one dose left.
Oh, wonderful. So you have this mega super cure, and you have one dose.
If that is
What have you been
all,
doing for the
I
last
am
83
most
years?
eager to leave.
You only have one dose?
That is correct. There used to be more.
Okay,
But
I
they
guess
all
that
expired.
makes sense if
Sadly,
she
the organic
perfected the
compounds
thing
necessary to make more have
83
all
years ago.
deteriorated.
You're just giving me the cure?
My primary responsibility is
I mean,
to
she is a
obey the
robot.
orders
What
of
is she gonna use it on
specified
herself?
personnel, even if those orders
all her human
violate
friends
my
are in
ethical
those
ethics.
lockers over
But
there.
since you have graciously discharged me of this duty, I can give you the cure without directly disobeying my previous order. And if you happen to use the cure to save a life, then this is just a happy coincidence, no?
It does sound like a pretty happy
Hopefully now
coincidence.
I can properly further my scientific research. Since my job here is done, I think I will follow you out.
This all pretty much worked out for the best, huh? I got the cure, which I can keep for myself, or... Oh,
Hell yeah.
nice. More stim pack. Stim pack. I have the cure, which I can use on myself. Keep it, hoard it, or I can use it to save the bratty kid who shouldn't have been in this section of the vault to begin with. Ah, great. Too much. Can't run. All right. Come on, Piper. Take my junk.
What?
That's right. Carry all my junk. She's pretty
Yeah.
strong, actually. All right. Let's see. Another long terminal. Okay. 2 Chief Scientists, Vault 81 Medical Lab partition. We are entrusting you with a mission that is critical to all humanity. Vault 81 will be used to wipe out diseases as we know it in the human race. Your partition of the vault will be equipped with state-of-the-art medical research equipment, including the new Contagious Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, aka Curie. This is a centuries worth of biological and chemical supplies. There are the genetically adapted mole rats, and most importantly, a vault full of test subjects. As with all great progress, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. You will be infecting the people of the Vault with diseases in an attempt to have them develop antibodies. Some may not survive, but you must ensure that a breeding population is always maintained. It will take generations, but with proper procedures, you should be able to develop a disease-resistant group of humans. Your work will be the work of generations. Each generation of scientists must select a chief scientist. Curie will be sure that each reads this mission statement to keep the Vault focused over the centuries. We wish you the best of luck. You know, I mean, it's really, you're really torn because it's the only time that this experiment would be activated is if the world ended, and if they were successful in their mission of wiping out disease, it's a good thing. Data at the last data purged. Error memory failure. Alright, so nothing there. Terminal is now exclusive use of Curie. Okay, wow. Alright, let's take a look at these. I have been ordered by Dr. Collins to add an entry to this terminal. Dr. Collins was most insistent that this is my terminal. I explained several times that robots cannot own property as per robo policy, but his orders were most clear and insistent. I will comply with the Dr. Collins' wishes and maintain a log. Alright, I have completed my analysis and integration of the data to make a capable research assistant. I have been commanded to provide an assessment of my colleagues. Dr. Flint is objectively brilliant. Although Dr. Collins repeatedly calls him burlesque, but I find Dr. Flint's commands and speech patterns easier to parse. His observations are always very astute, and I'm learning much about working with cell structures from him. Monsieur Burrow is perfectly capable to work with. He performs menial tasks much my programming is perfectly suited for, such as carrying heavy lab equipment. This is strange because my capabilities for such tasks are far... getting tongue-tied. So, my capabilities for such tasks are far beyond those of a human male. I am told by Dr. Collins this is a sign of respect that Monsieur Burrow is making. This does not compute. Okay, error in cache. No message there. Unusually agitated state, he would not leave his quarters after his morning meal. Dr. Collins assures me that this state is temporary and that Monsieur Burrow is merely overwhelmed with, and then the rest of the message is just garbled. Okay, error in cache. Eulogy. Dr. Burrow is deceased. Post-mortem indicates he has expired from a severe cardiac arrest, brought only on by advanced age. He died at 5:01 a.m. shortly after waking. In accordance with the doctor's pre-existing orders, the body was cremated and placed in a specified urn alongside Dr. Collins and Flint. Dr. Burrow was a great assistance in continuing the work left to us by the others. My last order was to continue working on our projects alone so that our deaths will not be in vain. My predecessors are fully committed to furthering the study of pathogens and viruses for the betterment of mankind. To honor this last request. Message ends. Okay, Collins Archive. We are hamstrung with only 3 researchers. Decided to make a few modifications to this Mr. Handy robot. Should be really useful for speeding up our lab work. I've been pretty anxious since admittance day, as if the world ending wasn't enough. I'm very concerned about Oliat's motives. Dusting off some of my old robotics chops has been just the distraction I've needed. I've decided to write a suite of custom personality settings for the robot. She's a little bit of Lisa. I really hope she got into her vault down in D.C. And a little bit my grad school fling from Versailles back in '46. I'm loading her databank with every great body of work I have access to here. Kant, Einstein, Bohr, Darwin, Curie, Faraday, Turing, Braun. She'll have so much to learn. I've already made her feel so much more like a peer in the lab as opposed to an appliance. I'm calling her Curie. I know. I was never a subtle man. Yeah, Curie is not at all subtle for a robot who's designed to cure every human disease. Curie's been doing great. Flint's finally stopped treating me like a crazy person for assisting. We address her as a human, and I swear Burrow is deferential to her in a way that reminds me of seeing him around Rebecca back during the drills. It's actually endearing to see. Most importantly, and perhaps more surprisingly, she's bringing a sense of normalcy to the lab, keeping us all a bit more grounded. Keeping our minds off the situation we're in is all too welcome. I've turned her personality matrix a lot, tuned, but it's beginning to feel wrong to manipulate her. I'm going to leave her programming alone for now and just see how she evolves and as she keeps learning. More. Yeah. Haven't touched this terminal in years, not since I gave it to Curie as her own. Seeing her reaction to having something of her own was transformational. It just seemed wrong to violate that, and so it's truly been for her eyes only ever since. The final entry is an exception, and I suppose it's being written out of habit, as a man used to a lifetime of recording experiments. We lost Flint today, and Burrow has to spend more time helping me around the lab than actually performing research these days. So, if only to report my findings, Curie has been a remarkable success. She transcended my expectations of robotic programming. We're just going to turn to the next page. Personality feels as genuine as my own. Her interest in scientific research is insatiable, and seeing her struggle with concepts like morality has been compellingly moving. Truly, she is my greatest work. I only hope that one day she can see more of the world. If only I could be there to witness her reaction to the blue skies and butterflies she's only heard me sing about. Well, with me, she's going to get a chance. I'm going to show her, maybe not butterflies, but blue skies, definitely. Also radiation storms. She's going to be able to see some of those. You're a remarkable robot, Curie. If only you had the cure to every human disease in more than one dose.
Must have made a fortune on these places, selling people the chance for a future.
It is stimulating traveling with you.
Yeah, you just started. I don't know how stimulating it's going to be. Alright, so this elevator, I assume, will lead out. It's convenient that the exit elevator is right here.
I wonder how the Ebola, hepatitis, and influenza have mutated over the years.
That's not something that that's not on my priority list to research, but hey, if you want to go check out how Ebola's doing, you can go do that. That would be great for you. Go check out Ebola all you want. Okay, so where am I? Here's a terminal. Okay, open the door. Okay, hey, I'm back right at the entrance of the vault, and I guess they've just ignored this door for 200 years.
We must consult the professors at the university. They could provide many answers.
Well, unfortunately, Curie, that there are no universities left. Only death and ash.
Yes?
Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
I don't want to lose you, Curie. I don't ever want to lose you again, Curie.
Do you require something?
You're my hero, Curie. You cured all the diseases, but now I'm going to waste it on one stupid kid. A+ work, Curie.
Watch out for the maintenance. It never ends.
What I wouldn't give for some real time off.
Hey, I'm getting the hang of navigating this place now.
Excuse me, Dr. Forsyth.
Oh god, I just didn't mean to take out my gun.
Found it.
How is Austin doing? Do you think he'll survive the cure?
He's been unconscious since shortly after you left.
I have to give it to the kid, right? I can't split it.
Here, take the cure and use it on the boy.
Only one dose? I hope this works. If it doesn't, there won't be anything to analyze to try again. Let's hope this works.
I heard you had returned.
Alright. I doubt that this game would kill a child, no matter what I did.
It should.
That's a good question. I mean, hey, it's going to affect Piper's relationship to me, and I do want to get her side quest, so I'm not gonna not give the kid the whole
Our
thing.
visitor from the Commonwealth saved your life.
Really? Gee, thanks, mister.
I was worried to death about you, Austin. What got into your fool head? Going into a place like that?
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Well, if it hadn't been for our friend here,
Just
you
be
might
glad
have
nothing
died.
exciting
Thank
happens,
you.
kid.
I know you made sacrifices to help him. I know Dr. Pinsky will be grateful. For my part, I'd like to give you this syringer. I had it for years and never really had a use for it.
She's not
Nice
The
syringer.
whole vault is thankful. I'd like
I'm
to
gonna
give
craft
you a
so many
room here in
poison
the vault.
darts.
A place you can call your own. It's in the main hall.
Really, a
on the
room?
left as you get off the elevator. Once again, thank you.
Can I go
I hope you enjoy your accommodation.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to say thank you again for
Bonus
what you did for
XP.
Austin. You've opened a lot of eyes around here.
That's gonna be a ton of bonus
I had
XP
no
too.
idea of the dangers Vault-Tec had hidden away so close to home. I can't believe so many died just behind our walls.
So I'm just gonna tell him the truth, right? What Vault-Tec tried to do.
What do you know about Vault-Tec?
I'm afraid not much. I've spent my entire life being thankful for the vault, for the walls that protected us over 2 centuries. But not once have I had contact with them.
I wonder if there are Vault-Tec employees
If
who
Vault-Tec
still
had lived to go through with
exist. I
their
know the
plan,
office is there,
this
but
place would be wiped
I
out.
doubt that
I
it's
don't
actually
doubt
still
that one bit.
operating.
I hate to think of what they had planned for us. But on the good side, you made a real impression on our anti-Commonwealth people. They're realizing outsiders really can be trusted, and do more good than just providing resources. You'll always be welcome here, and I hope you make a habit of visiting. Having a
Honestly,
trusted outsider
I'm with
helps
the
serve as a
anti-outsider
reminder that
group in
Commonwealth
your
isn't something to
in your
fear
vault.
and avoid.
Keep the Wastelanders out of here and just live safely. I don't care what I did
Heads
for you.
up.
Just keep,
Where to?
I don't count as a Wastelander.
Piper.
Keep them
Hey,
out.
here. Something to keep you sharp. Always worked for me.
A moment, please. I have been trapped so many years. I believe it's customary to thank you for your...
Oh, Kira, you don't
saving.
have to thank me.
My entire life has been in this vault. I have analyzed and learned everything there is to know here. So now I must see the rest of the Commonwealth, consult with scientists, unearth more data to challenge my hypothesis.
What are you looking to
She's
learn
like the
up
best
there?
scientist in
Down
the world.
here is an enclosed system, and without the introduction of new mutagens, viruses, or bacteria, it is quite dull, medically speaking. The world up there is infinitely more complex. Who knows what diseases can be found and studied?
It sounds like the Vault could really use you.
Of this, there is no
That's
doubt.
the most honest
But
answer I
seek
could
to
pick, but
elevate my capabilities, and down here
honestly,
am
I want her
stagnant.
to
I
come
can
with
see
me.
you
I want
already
her to
have
be with me
company.
always.
I do not
I love
wish
you,
to intrude,
Curie.
but
You're the
I
best.
must ask, please, monsieur, can you take me with you?
She's French. She's a scientist. She cured every known disease.
It's
What's not to
no
love
picnic
about
up
Curie?
there. Anything you can do to help us survive?
But of course, I have been equipped with medical equipment. If you become injured in our journeys, I can administer stim packs. I also have defensive capabilities, a laser. But surely there's little reason to use
No,
it.
there's gonna be plenty of reasons to use your laser, Curie.
Come along then.
Excellent. We must
You weren't
embark
with me
at
when I was
once.
murdering mole rats left and right. Alright, Piper can go back to Sanctuary. Yeah, we'll send Piper back to Sanctuary. I'll find her later, because she's got all my junk. And we're going to take Curie with us for now, because she's awesome. She wants to test so many hypotheses and
Hey,
track
Piper.
Ebola, I
Heading my
guess.
way?
Never mind. Go away. Go. Shoo. Shoo. I'll find you later.
Never had an incident on my watch.
Alright, so I believe that's all that needs to be done here at Vault 81. I have Curie with me now. She's awesome. And gotta decide what I'm doing next. Probably gonna go explore a little bit more
People
of
really
Boston
lasted 200
before
years inside these tin cans?
kind of hunkering down and then
Batty.
committing more to the main storyline. Although, if Curie is my favorite character so far, then oh man, Nick Valentine's coming up, and he's gonna be amazing. So goodbye, Vault 81.
How wonderful.
Before I leave, though, I actually want to
We
find
got a pretty big mess to look into.
my room, if I can find it quick. I know she said it was across from something or other. But we're gonna pick up from here in Vault 81 next time. We're just gonna find my room and check it out, and then get
Austin's
back out
making a
into the
quick recovery.
wasteland and do some much needed exploring at this point. So yeah, check out next part of my Fallout 4.
Still can't
playthrough.
believe they found an entire